Join Card Tricks this Christmas. New buyers will get up to £100 off their first purchase. Valid for everything in the store from big spots, belts, shirts, and much more. Use the code JINGLEBALLS with a Z. Merry Christmas from everyone at Card Tricks. Good luck.
And now, presenting from across the pond, it's the Squared Circle Relics Podcast.
Hello and welcome to episode 65 of the Squared Circle Relics Podcast. This is our last episode of 2024, boys.
Yay!
It's been real.
Another year down.
How you both doing?
2024. Done.
Complete it, mate.
Yeah. Complete.
How are you?
Got the t-shirt.
Both okay?
Recovering. I've been ill for the last week. That coughing thing that's going round everywhere at the minute.
We may hear some of that in the background today because my missus has got it as well.
Everyone's got it. So if I'm a big wheezing, coughing mess, to be honest, it's quite reminiscent of earlier episodes.
Yes.
It's like how we started 2024.
At least we're consistent, eh?
You know what I mean? But it's been a good year other than that. But I do apologise in advance. But I'm on the road to recovery and drinking red wine. So happy days.
Perfect. Jamie, how you doing?
Yeah, no, all good, all good. Trying to get ready for kind of the final Christmas rush and trying to get as festive as I can, really. I watched quite a few Christmas movies over the weekend. I saw the new movie with The Rock in it.
Catching up.
Catching up. So, have you seen Red One? That new?
No, this is the new one out, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean,
no,
it's all right for a couple of hours. I mean, it's not going to win any awards, but I mean, for a Christmas movie you can watch every year, it was all good.
You never know. It
might become a cult classic one.
Well, it might win a few Razzies. You never know.
No, it's not bad. Don't get me wrong. It's not a bad movie, but I mean, it does what it needs to be doing, and that's kind of give a good Christmas story, you know. Right. But yeah, just kind of watching a few Christmas films and trying to build up a bit more for the weekend, really. So yeah, all good.
Good.
Yeah. Chris, how's your Christmas shopping going?
Non-existent. I've done some of it now. I assume this is because the other day we were going to do something.
Which we'll get back to later on in the show.
Yeah.
But,
what time was it? Like 8 o'clock or something, and I was out shopping in Peterborough in Smith's. Not finding myself any Pokemon cards.
It was quite funny.
So
we were like, what? We were like, what the fuck are you doing there now?
Where is he?
It was very funny.
Yeah, I've not been in the Christmas spirit, so to speak. So that's on me. But yeah, no, I got a lot of it done. Bought a tractor, the new normal stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, my one's getting a train this year.
A train and a tractor. There you
nice.
go.
He said, I asked him, well, what do you want for Christmas? And he was just like, train. No, okay.
Like a ride-on train, or like a...
No, like a push-around-a-track train.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So we've got lots of that. He wanted a blue one. We couldn't find a blue one, so he's getting a black-ish one.
I know. I feel your pain there. We wanted a red tractor with a trailer, and I'm like, I got a green tractor with a trailer. So standard tractor, really.
It's still a tractor, though, isn't it? It's not far off.
Yeah, that's it.
First world tractor problems.
Yeah,
they nearly didn't get fucking anything because I nearly didn't go. Anyway, have we been watching any wrestling over the last couple of weeks?
Did watch Saturday night's main event. I thought that was quite good, actually.
To say. Let's hope somebody watched it. I watched a little bit of it as well.
Did.
Holy shit.
I watched Saturday's main event. I watched 2/3 of TNA.
Oh, okay.
I bought
the
TNA show.
Nice.
I did.
Wow, that's all right.
I know. This is good for me. I'm reformed. I'm a wrestling fan again. Well, the Saturday main event, I think the one big, it was online. I watched it online.
It's on YouTube, yeah.
You boob.
You boop.
And I think everyone just complained about the amount of adverts that the Americans have.
Oh, it's mad though, isn't it? Like,
it is mental. Yeah.
I think you just get used to it if you're watching kind of.
do.
You expect there's always going to be breaks. I mean, Raw's is going to be exactly the same. Like, you watch Raw with no issues. It fits the American ad breaks. But I think if it was on YouTube, everyone was just moaning to fuck, weren't they? I think.
I always like the late night shows. You remember like the James Corden show? Because they used to show that over here quite a lot. They show Saturday Night Live over here, and they used to the Late Show with James Corden they used to show over here. And I always liked at the end, and it was like they cut it out for us because we have like adverts for the American listeners right now. We have adverts every 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And those adverts last for about 2 minutes. We don't have adverts every 5-10 minutes. But in America, it's hilarious. They cut. They then go back to the show to say goodbye, everybody, and then they go again, and it's
they bleed into another. Yeah.
What the fuck was all that?
What was the point of that?
You know what I mean? Your encore is see you later, everyone. Bye. Haven't we had a great show? And it's like, yeah, okay. Sorry, I digress. But Saturday main event.
Saturday night's main event.
Saturday night's main event.
Yeah.
I think it was an okay show. It served the purpose. I don't like this kitsch going back in time feel.
It's a nostalgia. That was the whole show, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was
That's what they're trying to do. They're a new
feel.
audience, isn't it?
Yeah.
New audience by appeasing the old audience.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean. They were trying to about NBC, weren't they? That the fact they put it on now for Christmas at that time was to try and get more eyes for Netflix. Which, I mean, I get that if you're trying to get someone laps, but I mean, I do enjoy that kind of little bit of nostalgia. It's nice to get that kick, but you don't want it all the time. A bit like when they do like the throwback Raws. It's all right once every few years, but every 6 months it's a bit much, you know.
Yeah, even once a year for me with this Saturday night's main event would be okay. I like a bit of nostalgia.
It was quite funny because it didn't go full nostalgia, but it was just enough to make you go, "Oh, I'm not sure if I like this." But
yeah, see, I liked all the little details, like the turnbuckles, you know what I mean, having the older kind of logo on it and things like that. I thought that was really cool.
I love the pyro coming down and like going above the ring. That was really quite cool to have some proper pyro above the ring.
yeah,
And I've had Obsession stuck in my head all week now as well. So
but the thing is, right, and we've talked about this before, but the reason that current day WWE is so superior to anything else is because of the production.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's nice to have this occasionally, but like the star of the show is the production. You don't really need to fuck about with it. Like, I think that they probably really did it just to get the winged eagle in there, to be honest.
yeah.
I don't know, like, I haven't seen where that's actually come from. Like, with regarding why was Triple H pushing it so much? Was it something that Cody really wanted to do?
Well, he's got history with that, hasn't he? He brought back the old IC title.
Yeah. I think Triple H is in a bit of a 1997 throwback. I don't know if he's like come back into this time portal, but he's doing a lot of 1997 stuff, isn't he? Like old belts, old storylines.
They've forgotten about all this stuff.
Yeah.
You can recycle it again.
Well, there's like Dawn of the Attitude Era, so maybe like he's trying to like do the dawn of this new generation.
Yeah, could be
mad,
ready-
isn't it? There's lots of
getting ready
throwbacks,
for
really.
Netflix.
I tell you what, though, and this may be an unpopular opinion, but when Cody came down to the ring and he was wearing the belt, and obviously he had his jacket over him, and he opened the jacket to show the winged eagle and stuff like that, and I'm like, you know what? Unpopular take, maybe, but the new belt suits him better than the winged eagle belt suited him. It just, you know what I mean? I just think, I love the winged eagle belt. Don't get me wrong. I do love it. I grew up, that's my belt. But ultimately, on Cody, I just like the visuals of him with that WWE belt that currently is today. Was it the Undisputed Championship belt, right?
Yeah.
Is it still, are they calling it the WWE Champion belt now? I can't remember. But I just think visually it looks so much better with the new belt.
Well, I think because
That's
he's
his
got
belt.
quite sparkly coat, it's a sparkly belt. I think that just all goes with that big picture, doesn't it? Whereas all the gold just stands out a bit more, I guess, really. But yeah,
I'm the complete opposite. I thought he rocked it. I thought he looked wicked. I thought it looked like it fit him perfectly. Like really, I don't know. It's like his
I thought
body
it
shape
looked
and
small
stuff.
on
I
him.
just thought, yeah, it did look a little bit small, but I don't know. I liked it.
It's because I'm
I
used to
thought-
such a big belt. That belt is massive, the new one, isn't it, in comparison? But
Yeah, but no, I thought
But
I've got the opposite opinion on that one. I think.
what do you boys think of like the post show angle? They were like with Kevin Owens, pile driver, and Triple H coming out and having a bit of a
which we
spat
didn't
with him afterwards.
see.
It wasn't. No, it was online afterwards, wasn't it?
They keep doing this, don't they? With the whole...
Get everyone sucked in, mate. 43 million hits they reckon they had on the post show stuff, which is crazy across all social media.
Yeah. The thing is, I think I'd be more interested if it wasn't Kevin Owens. I mean, I used to love Kevin Owens on the indies and stuff like that, but him as a
Top guy.
top guy just never really has floated my boat, to be honest. In my view, he's kind of mid-cardy for me.
Yeah, I think it worked with that Jericho with the Universal title because he had Jericho there with him, and Jericho was believable as a big star. So yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, but yeah, overall, the show was pretty good. It kind of did what it needed to do, is what I thought. Dave, I'm interested to hear about TNA.
Well, I was just going to say Chelsea Green getting her
Winning the US title.
day in the sun. You know, it was
Day at Disneyland.
a long time overdue, really, isn't it? She looks like $1 million as well. I think she really looks good, and yeah, she deserved it. A bit of a boob fell out as well. Did you see that?
Bit of boob.
Bottom boob came out. I did laugh, but no, she did really well. I'm so glad for her. TNA was good, man. I mean, the talking part is obviously Tessa Blanchard coming back. Tessa Blanchard.
Blanchard, yeah.
Blanchard? I'm saying it wrong.
Blanchard.
My nose is just
Blanchard.
my nose is just
Tessa
so
B.
full of goo. I'm like Blanchard. Well, it just shows you how long it takes for a racist and a bully
Allegedly.
to come back into the limelight afterwards. You'll never cancel them. Like Hogan, they always come back.
People still don't like him though.
I don't know. To be honest, I've always been a big Tessa fan, and I think she's brilliant. Like, she's like the first ever world heavyweight champion, in my view. She won the TNA belt, didn't she? Well, she won the Impact belt. So I think she still looks like $1 million. I think she looks amazing, and I'm looking forward to her back. She says she hasn't signed for TNA, so she probably
signed for TNA.
Well, yeah, she'd probably work a few angles and see how she goes on. She's probably the way that she left wasn't the best, was it? She basically become champion and held the belt to ransom, basically, because she didn't want to do X, Y, and Z dates. But we just have to see. But that's amazing. I haven't yet got to the Moose as the X division champion is just really strange.
Running through everybody.
Yeah, it is really weird. But I have yet to get to the Dolph match, so I'm looking forward to seeing him against Top Dollar, apparently. Reinventing his career as well in Impact Wrestling. But I liked it. I mean, I think the worst thing back in the day, TNA/Impact, more TNA back in the day, the crowds used to be really hot and used to have a really good atmosphere. Even in the pay-per-views on TNA now, it's just dead. It's not what it used to be. I can't ever seeing it going back to what it used to be. And even though what it used to be wasn't like massively great, you know what I mean, back in the day, but it just feels dead, even in the big matches. So
it feels like they really, really like were almost completely gone, and they've never got back to that kind of even anywhere near that level of crowd. And did NXT have
Hogan and
anything to do
Bischoff
with
killed it, didn't it? Really, to be honest.
Yeah, that's tough to watch that stuff.
I went back and watched. I had it running while I was at work yesterday. I watched Turning Point 2004, like that first pay per view, and the crowd are just nuts. And like that cage match, the Triple X and America's Most Wanted cage match, like the crowd are just rabid for it. And as they like do these like mental jumps and stuff, I think Jesus, like the crowd, it's unbelievable. Like just seeing everyone lose their minds. But that just isn't there at all now, really, is it, with Impact?
And it ruins it, really. And it's such a shame. I still love that company. I still... that company, to me, will always have... I mean, I've always... For WWE, I've always been a SmackDown person. I do love AEW, and I always will do. But in my heart of hearts, Impact TNA has always been there, and that's because of the love I had for it in the early 2000s.
Mm.
And even though I don't watch it, I watch pay-per-view sparingly, and I very, very seldomly watch it. And some of the stories... The thing is, the worst thing about TNA, and it's always been the way, is that you'll get someone in for a couple of months and then they'll leave.
Mm.
And then you're like, well, can I feel invested in the company when the revolving door of the company...
It's always going on.
Is always going on. And it's just... It's hard to be invested in that company. Night.
Right.
Oh, bless. Keep it in. Chris's little boys just come and said... Chris's little boys just running in and said night.
Oh. He's just telling me he's done a humongous poo.
Nice.
Good on him.
Well done.
Get in.
High five.
A little arm.
Five. Yeah, boy.
I told Ted, yeah, well done. Good God.
Yeah.
Highlight of the year. There you go.
There you go.
Humongous
Show
poo.
title, I've done a big poo.
Yeah.
Humongous.
Humongous.
Merry
word.
Christmas. I've had a big poo.
Yes.
Answers to a lot of questions though in life, isn't it? If you're having a bad day, have a poo and then see how you
Massive
feel.
shit.
Yeah.
It was
Stanley's
sleep
the same.
better now.
It's like, Daddy, come look at my poo. Love it. Ironically, we were talking about TNA and then the subject of poo came up. Ironically. But we'll leave it there. But let's move on to some... I was going to say let's move to card news, but we're not going to card news.
Well, so just before we get to some card news, so throughout the show, we will be playing some of your Christmas messages. There's a fair few as well, so thank you to everyone who submitted one. And here's the first two from a couple of Canadians, Gordo and Graham.
Oh, Merry Christmas, Chris and Jamie. What a wonderful year it's been. You're both on the nice list. But Lloydie, you're on the naughty list. You don't get Gordo's cards for Liberator Week anymore, even though his are always the best. You need to get better next year, or else you'll be naughty list next year too. All jokes aside, boys, love you. Hope you all have a great Christmas. Lloydie, love you. Hope Stanley has a great time. Hope Chris's kids have a great time. I just hope everyone's happy and enjoys the holidays. Love you.
Hello, Chris, Jamie, and Lloydie. It is Gramazing, the wrestling card wizard, coming in all the way from Canada, wishing you a very Merry Christmas and a happy holiday. And I guess if you were to make like a downtown of me grimacing, it would probably have like a poutine, a beaver, and some sort of mountie behind me. I guess those would be the Canadian kind of stereotypes. So this holiday season, while you're enjoying your rewatch of Due South, I want you to think about, this is actually a question, maybe this is a question for all three of you. What would your downtown be? Happy holidays.
Cool, right. Thank you, guys.
Fuck you, Gordo.
It's because you're on the naughty
Poor
list.
Gordo.
Don't get annoyed. It's not going to get you on the nice list. And should we answer? I thought Graham's downtown would be pretty cool. Yeah. Do you guys want to say what yours would be?
Well, the thing is, you two both.
No, because I'm not from Cambridge, so I'm from totally different. I'm from Kent. I'm from Medway in Kent. Chatham.
Go on then. Go on, Chris. What was going to be yours?
No, I'll come to me last because your ones sound better than mine. So Jamie, go on you first.
Well, I mean, so
I liked yours.
I grew up in Royston, but I was kind of born in Cambridge and kind of stuck around Cambridge. So I'm talking about the same kind of idea, like things that associate with. So King's College, I think, has to be on there, but I would want King's College, but with the little Model T Ford car that some of the students managed to get up on the roof. So I think that would be quite cool to be on there. So yeah, I think that sort of stuff is quite good. I think a punt would probably need to be on there. Would be something quite good.
River Cam, yeah.
River Cam. Yeah, just those kind of things really for Cambridge, to be honest.
A Cambridge one would work quite well because you've got the university and things like that. It's definitely a cool one. Dave?
But we haven't got any like signature foods though in Cambridge. That's the weird thing. Right? We haven't got anything that's kind of like, oh, that's a Cambridge food. Do you know what I mean? So I think that sort of stuff I think would be quite good. I would like to note as well, like the A14 is quite synonymous around here as well about being a bit of a shitey road that when it goes wrong, it goes wrong. So maybe like a nice traffic jam
in the back.
Yeah, or like the clover leaf, something like that. But that'd be on my downtown, I think.
Cool. Dave?
Concrete cows, roundabouts. I.e. because like we're a grid system and everyone complains that there's too many roundabouts. A toilet.
A personal toilet.
My toilet. Picture of my toilet. Yeah, fuck. A little merry-go-round thing that some people
got a concussion from.
Yeah. And my dad's pants.
There you go.
There you go. Which will make an appearance next week at some point.
I bet you're looking forward to that, ain't you?
Do you want me to take a picture and put it in the ATP group when I do it? It's Boxing Day pants this year, though, sadly, because I'm not sending them to Boxing Day. But yeah.
Oh, nice. Well, you then, Chris? What's in Chatham?
I'm from Medway, so Medway is like basically Gillingham, Chatham, Rainham, and Rochester and Stroud. So there's like 4 or 5 towns. But so I guess you'd have Rochester Castle. That's a pretty big tourist attraction-y type thing.
Gigs down there, yeah.
Yeah. Chatham as well is the home of the Chav, which is...
Is it really? Is that where they originated?
Absolutely is, yeah. So maybe somebody in Burberry, maybe I'd be in Burberry, gold clown chains. Sovereign ring. Do you remember those? Sovereign rings, they were everywhere. And then there's a big statue in Chatham. Thomas Waghorn is a Navy guy, fraud. But he's always got a cone on his head. And he's pointing and he's always got a cone on his finger. So maybe the statue with the cones as well.
We've actually ordered a Christmas decoration for Metzi of the statue in Glasgow. That's the guy riding the horse. Yeah. And it's actually got the cone on the head and the cone under the arm. I was like, we've got to get it on the tree. Like, it's just brilliant. Love it.
Have you seen it before? Have you been up there to see it?
No, I've actually not seen it. No,
I have been there where I only went there once, and I can confirm he did have a cone on its head.
Or the horse has.
No, it's just the bloke had the cone on its head when I saw it, and I did laugh. Did I ever tell you why I went there?
No.
Robot Wars.
No way. That's cool.
I saw the last ever recording of Robot Wars.
No way.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Wow.
Went up there. I got absolutely battered up there. Like afterwards, we went out like proper hardcore drinking afterwards. It was hilarious. Story for another day. Sorry.
Cool. Right. Shall we do some card news then?
Yeah.
So we'll start off. Now, this is kind of not news. Panini Instants. Where are you? Where are they? No news. We haven't had any Survivor Series or Saturday Night's Main Event. Do you think we're going to get any, or what's occurring?
I think we must have to, wouldn't we, at some point? But
yeah,
you'd hope so. I just feel like it's a little. I mean, are we that?
We spoke about it 2 weeks ago, and we were like, well,
when was Survivor Series? Was that not? A while ago now.
3 Sundays ago this week.
Yeah.
And then we spoke
maybe
the week
I'm
after.
It's more than
and we just said like all the winners are going to get cards.
Yeah.
They're yet to come out. So
But I guess we would have expected, we recorded on Thursday. They normally drop on a Thursday or Friday night, and they haven't appeared. So we're now kind of late, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe they're going to combine Saturday night's main event with it. I kind of wouldn't. Well, I think I'll buy some if they do Saturday night's main event. So
Yeah, really.
yeah.
They'll probably do a Chelsea Green one.
Chelsea Green. I would like Cody in the terrible belt.
Jesse Ventura with these boas on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be cool. Yeah. Next up, we got Select. We thought we were done with Select, and then out of nowhere,
Never done with a Select.
we're never done.
This is a crafty little release that kind of slotted in here, isn't it?
Yeah, and I mean, I think we have mentioned the possibility of this previously with like mega boxes with Prism and things like that. So it's good to see.
Right at the start, like when we did like Hoppy, like months and months ago, we said this, and it just went quiet after that.
Yeah, but this time we do have select mega boxes found at retail. They're about $60 at retail, so not too bad. One also. And then cracked ice parallels. You can also get the tigers and the firestorms and stuff in here as well. Yeah. Any thoughts? Anyone seen them? I've seen a few like people open them and post the hits, but I haven't seen any like opened in a break or anything.
Well, I think the interesting thing was obviously this conversation around obviously tigers and firestorms been in blasters. We haven't seen them in blasters yet, have we? We had this conversation that are they actually mega box exclusive? I still haven't seen it even as of tonight. Like there are still occasional people breaking Select, but I mean, I've not seen anything come through unless you guys have seen anything. But these seem to be mega exclusive.
Every time that I see someone open a mega box, they're pulling a tiger or a firestorm or both, and it's like, what is if these been like disproportionate or something like that? Like, what's going on? But yeah, I've yet to see a tiger or a firestorm come out of a blaster yet. I'm not saying
it's frustrating, but it is frustrating that Panini don't tell you like this is only in this product, this is only in this, or this could be in both. Just seems a bit like just weird that you wouldn't give out that information. But anyway,
but we believe that they're in both. However,
get to see it.
If you're going to buy mega boxes, now's the time.
Yeah, I mean, have you guys seen any of these at retail or anywhere over in the UK? No, I haven't either. No. That's a shame.
They'll be out soon, though.
Yeah,
they'll come
hopefully
out.
We'll see them popping up. Cool. And then we've got Panini Flawless still to come. I saw it on, I can't remember what website, it might have been Dave and Adams, had it scheduled in, obviously probably not right, but I think it was like the 20-something of January. The 21st, I think. But I thought they wouldn't, is it that they're allowed to release products up until March? Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, it's like 90-day grace period, isn't it? It's end of March, and then they're going to cut straight into Topps in Chrome, early April, basically.
So it's January the 17th on Dave and Adams.
Yeah.
So
nice.
They're not allowed to make any new ones after this year.
Yeah.
But they can distribute.
Finish schedules. Yeah.
So they couldn't bring out Royal Rumble Instance, for instance.
No.
For instance.
No,
they're done. Yeah, they're basically just like rolling out what they've got left, basically. And that's why Natty T, and we'll get into this not now, but it's been such a sticker dump because they're clearing their backlog. I think Flawless is going to be exactly the same, generally.
I think there's going to be a few on card because we've seen them being signed
unless if they're all on card, which they should be, fantastic.
Yeah.
If they're stickers, it's a sticker dump. You know what I mean? If there is stickers in it, there's a sticker dump.
So while we're on the conversation of stickers, obviously we're seeing people get redemptions in like Natty T and stuff like that for people who...
No, we're not.
I know of...
Free count, I think, but not...
Free count, sorry.
That's why the checklist isn't as strong on National Treasures, I think.
Yeah.
So, I mean, at this point, like, if Flawless does come along on the 17th of Jan, do we expect that we will see redemptions in there, expecting that they're all going to be stickers? And if they are, do you think they're ever going to get fulfilled at this point?
I'm expecting it to be fully on card for the price that they're selling it at. It has to be, in my view, but I don't think it will be.
Judging from, do you remember when Oscar uploaded some pictures to her story or something on Instagram or whatever, and she had a lot of cards, a lot of different boxes, and they were all on card from the ones that you could see. But who knows? You know,
it has to be like the amount of money that
crazy.
product. Yeah, the amount of money that product is. It has to be.
Yeah.
If there is autos that are stickers, it's just because they're trying to get rid of it.
They're just getting rid of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair enough. Well, let's talk some Natty T. National Treasures, first off the line, is out now. I'm not sure how much it sold out at. I can't seem to find that information anywhere online. And Hobby is still to come.
I think it was over $600.
Oof.
It was a lot of money. Yeah, it's out.
It's out.
We will do... So when the Hobby comes out, we will do another special.
Yeah.
Probably after Christmas now. So thank you everyone for listening to the million specials we've done, the bonus episodes we've done with all the set reviews that we've done. We've really enjoyed doing them. We do laugh about the amount of effort it took, but we did love doing them. And we will continue to do so. Natty T will be one of them. But we won't do it after FATL was dropped.
Yeah, I think it's better to do it once Hobby is out there as well. We can see the full product.
Picture,
And,
The thing is, with Natty T, there's so much to the product. With FATL, you got is it one?
I feel like it was one extra.
I think it was one extra, which was either to a 3 or to 5.
Yeah.
Either on... either mem or an out of 3 card. It was a massive sticker dump as far as I can concerned. There's hardly any big hits in the product. All of the big names are not there. If there are, the big names are either base cards or mem cards. Inserts. There's no... All the big names are not on the autographs. It is, in my view, the worst thing that Panini have done in the last 2 years that they've had the product.
Worse than the stickers.
And
You weren't a fan of the stickers.
Oh, the stickers.
The different league.
I completed the stickers before you guys completed the stickers. But it's the worst thing that they've done because it was just a huge sticker dump. There was no real care or love that went into it. There was nothing different to what we've seen. Impeccable, immaculate, to name 2, and then what Panini 1 that we had. 3 count, sorry.
3 count.
Panini 1. 3 count as well. All of which, in my view, are massively better than this product. But we'll go into that further when we go into the
breakdown.
I think it's a massive, massive shame because I've said it last year. I've said it countless times before. I was so looking forward to National Treasures. And I just think they've done it such an injustice. But hey, collateral damage, it feels like.
At least only got 1 year of it.
Well, we got it in Chronicles as well, and it was shit in Chronicles as well.
True. And yeah, so we will do a special on it, and we'll speak a lot more in depth. But we've all been in a break or seen boxes opened, and I don't think anyone's been like,
I've lost so much money. I've lost so much money.
Dave's lost so much money.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll revisit this at a later date.
I would say if you're going to go into breaks, look for Chelsea Green. Always comes up.
Trish.
Seen
a lot of Trish.
Carlito. Andrade. Look for the names that have multiple
Different versions of stuff.
Multiple autos, multiple mems, etc. And they're I think I saw Chelsea Green autograph come out once a box. Basically, it was scary. But yeah, once a box, once a case. But it was scary, how the configuration was as well.
Yeah.
So we'll get into it. Though.
Time will tell on that one. Right, let's talk some AEW. Jamie.
But before you do, breaking news. So I've just seen it actually. So WWE NFTs, they're
NFT Dave.
They are doing yet again, buy the NFT, get the physical card. But this time round, it's Cody Rhodes and Tiffany Stratton. So this is for the National Treasures, right? So it's currently they're both currently at like $1
million.
Yeah. when I looked before we came on to, when I looked, it was like $9,600. And I looked just before I came on to the show, so it is very breaking news, to be honest. There you go. How much will they go for? Fuck knows.
What do those other ones go for? Have they sold as of yet?
I didn't look. I didn't look at the last set, to be honest. I was trying to find the time to do it before we came onto the show, but
I'll have a quick look in the background then and see.
Yeah, I can't remember who the last one was. It was Undertaker.
Taker and Becky Lynch, wasn't it?
Yeah. Go on, Jamie, if you can find it.
Yeah, I'll have a quick look.
Cool. Well, while you're having a quick look at about that, shall we talk some AEW? So I'll just quickly mention EPAC. So we spoke EPAC. We bought some EPAC last time around. There's achievements that are the end of year achievements for Matchday at Moments. So you can now redeem those. They had an issue with the base set where like you had the card, but it just said TBC. So you couldn't redeem that. That has now been fixed, and you can now get, I think it's called Wrestler Admiration set. So yeah, they are now all available for you to redeem. Did you find any info out, Jamie?
It's not on there, so I can't see them. So they've obviously gone. But yeah, I'll look after the show and see what they've gone to.
I'll find them, don't worry.
But while Dave is looking,
yeah, I'll find in a bit.
I'll do my AW of it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
AEW.
AEW side of things. So as Lloydie alluded to, we are doing lots and lots of extra shows. I did have a one-on-one SCR session with Billy Cilio from Upper Deck. So we recorded that last week with the idea that it would go out between Christmas and the New Year. So I chatted to Billy just over an hour. We kind of went into a deep dive into first edition AEW, year one AEW, season one AEW, whatever you want to call it, series one. So we went into kind of the setting itself. I know Billy's obviously discussed this on numerous podcasts over the years, but we went into a bit more of the kind of behind the scenes background as to how
Jamie, no one else is as like in the know about that series as you, I would say, because you're doing the whole master set thing.
I'm trying to, yeah.
Come on, don't be modest. Don't be modest.
No, I'm trying to. But Billy was talking around obviously how they even like cut the sheets, how they go around actually figuring out what the ratio is to when they do a certain parallel, like how do they do the sheets and make it economical. And he was obviously talking about how, for example, like an acetate, how much that actually costs, and which is why they regard it as a hit and all these kind of things. So really, really interesting chat with him, kind of going in the background as to their thought process around that sort of card stuff. Also talked around a little bit at the end around obviously their schedule for next year and what they're releasing and how they're going to change their release schedule when it does come to AEW and some of their other licenses. So a really, really good chat with Billy. So that will be dropping, I say, between Christmas and New Year. So if you want to hear a bit more background as to how Upper Deck actually operate, Billy was really open with that. And I think it's stuff that has never been out there before. So it's quite a nice exclusive to have that. So really, really good chat with him. And I'm really glad he come back on.
Oh, that's good. Did the real question here, Jamie, did you get a Carpet Right booklet deal in the books or not?
No, we did discuss it. We did chat about it on air, but no, I have not got an AEW sample material book. But we did discuss it in a little bit of detail, yeah.
There you go. There's a mission for 2025.
Did you ask yourself? Did you say, Billy, can I have one?
No, I didn't, no.
Well, there you go. That's your problem. Mate, you need to be a bit more Lloydie sometimes and be a bit more forthright and just be like, mate, can I have one, please?
I mean, for me, that would
too
complete
nice.
that series 1, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Like having the whole series 1
Yeah.
and the booklet. We'll see. We'll see how
Mate,
it goes.
you're
We'll-
too nice. You're too nice. You
On
just
a,
have to go, mate, please. I really need one.
I did
It's a
on
matter
this,
of life and death at this point.
I need it.
I need it. I wake up sweating about this.
Wondering what it looks like, what it feels
Yeah,
like.
exactly.
You did mention it a fair few times when we went to All In.
No, you did actually. You did.
Talk about All In. I did send Billy Celio the AEW used coffin to see whether he would want it
What
as
did he
a
think?
relic. He hasn't. He's seen the message but hasn't replied back. So
This is when
He's like- he's
it's
like-
been sold, and he's like, "Cheers for that." That's always in my office now.
You know what he's saying? Too far, Jamie. Too far. But seriously, mate. Like, there's no harm in asking. What's he going to say? No.
no, I'll ask him. I'll
You've
be
got
more
to ask
Lloydie.
him.
I told
Be
you I've
more
got some
loyal.
real
Just be more forthright.
early Tay Contes you can try and offer him as a trade bait.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Dave, any luck?
Don't
look like
no,
you're
I
following that,
saw the other ones. I haven't seen these ones actually.
They're not-
I'm trying to look for it with. So if you go to the marketplace and you look for the collections, it's in the but those 2 cards aren't there for some reason. So
Maybe they didn't sold and they just thought this is a
I
flogging a
think they
dead horse.
sold, but I think you can hide it though, can't you?
Saving face.
Yeah, I
don't
don't know. They're definitely not there though.
Because like seen as the Romans there and Seth is right there. Seth 101 sold for 420. That's terrible, isn't it? 420. Seen it went for $1.5 grand. Anyway, let's move on.
Digress. Yes. Well, the next piece of news is right. He's bouncing his chair. Is right up your alley. We have seen a screenshot from Topps Slam digital cards. It's coming.
So this
back.
is from the archive, basically.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
if you've
yeah, if
still
you go there now.
got the app and stuff on your phone, you can go there, and it's now. Dave, have you checked this out? I don't have it. So,
Well, it's because they're all in the archive. I was actually in there the other day, going, "Oh my god, all these cards are so lovely! I cannot wait until we get this app back." And it's coming, guys. It's coming. It's yep. So I can show it to you now.
So it's like a little tab, isn't it? It's like a filter where
Yeah.
you can then filter in your 2025 cards. So
there's it goes from 2016 to 2021. Those were the cards, and you've got awards tabs as well because you used to get if you got all the legendary cards, you get an award from it and stuff like that. I've traded for awards before and stuff like that, but trying to think of how many of awards I've done. Quite a few, but not really good ones. But yeah, there is a 2025 on the archive. There is a 2025 cards on the archive. So that means it's coming back.
Have you got iPhone or Android already?
iPhone.
iPhone. Well, I've got Android, and when I go on my app, it asks me to update to get back to collecting. So I will probably have the same filters, but I wanted to not update until I showed you guys. But it is imminent. It is definitely on its way.
The thing is, they'll have to. It will take ages because they'll have to export everything out of the archive and put it onto back to the main app
back
again.
in there, yeah, wow.
So
Didn't
it will
even think
take.
of that.
Yeah, I mean, last time they did it, it took days. So we'll know when they start doing it, and it won't happen until. But the thing is, it will start at the start of the year.
It can start as soon as.
The
Yeah.
grace period doesn't include the NFTs, the digital stuff.
That's right.
So we're going to be getting Top Slam. I'm going to be so skint. I might have to sell a kidney at this point. I don't know. I will probably sell a lot of. I've got thousands of pounds worth of historical 2016 cards. So I will probably look to sell. I've got the only Cora legendary card.
Wow.
I've got the only Tony. Tony V?
Tony D'Angelo.
Tony D.
Tony
Vella. I've got the only Tony Vella, Tony D'Angelo legendary card. I've got all the Dolph cards. I'm not selling those. But I've got booklets galore. I've got low numbered cards galore. Never got one of one, but I got so much stuff, man. So I've got the Swerve legendary cards as well, actually. There's only 2 of them. But yeah, I've got like legendary Rhea cards, Roman. Mate, I'm going to be minted if I want to sell it with stuff. So, yeah.
And you say you've got all of the Dolph, like
every single legendary card of Dolph I've got.
Is that like a relief that because he's not with the company now, you will still be able? Yeah, that's what I was going. Thank fuck. Okay.
Yeah, it's like 20 odd. There's like 20 odd legendary cards for Dolph, and I got more.
Yeah. Wow. Cool. Yeah. Well, we got all that Topps goodness to come next year, and now.
But that's the fun of it is though. It's not the new cards, and I'm sorry to harp on about this, but it's not going to be the new cards. It's the fact you can go and like trade for the old cards as well, because the old cards
people
will
still
be
have
in play, and the value of those is going to be immense, and all of the pervs going back into it is going to be mental because
all the new pervs.
Well, that's the thing. Like
a new generation coming through.
A new generation of pervs. Because when I was on it, it was all Alexa Bliss, and everyone was.
She's old news now, yeah.
Yeah, a Paige as well, but mostly Alexa Bliss. It was 94% Alexa Bliss. And everyone like was going mad for her. So it's going to be really, really interesting to see what happens. Sorry.
You're all good, but
I'm so excited.
It's good to see you.
Have you ever seen me excited?
No, I've never seen you do that bouncing on your chair. Cool. So now our last kind of piece of news that we've got, is it news? I'm not really sure. It's our K Gust cards came. So our K Gust 61 cards turned up, and we did a break last night. Thanks to Jamie for emceeing and hosting and buying and sending all the cards out. You are the true hero of this story.
Yes, you are.
And card tricking up. Look at that. And the big old card tricks.
There you go. Yeah, perfect. Looking good.
That's cool, man.
How did we all do? How did you all feel?
Well, no, go on, Chris. Take us through the story. What did we do? Because I know K-Gus 61, as I like to call him, K-Gus 61. He'll be listening to this, and he really wants to know, what did we do?
So we did it
because
a bit different.
We didn't do what we normally did.
Which
go on.
I think, and this might be unpopular because whatever. I don't think that it was the best way to do it. Yeah. Well, no, I don't care retrospectively, but I just think it just wasn't the same. Does that make sense? It wasn't as fun because it wasn't like, it wasn't a draft. We didn't do a draft, basically. So instead
we couldn't do a draft, really, because we were just...
Well, I think that actually we probably could have, and it would have been less stressful than normally. You're waiting for people to answer, but we were all on the call, so we all could have just gone, right, I love that one. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but we were going to do it for a limited... The thing is, we only thought, originally, there was going to be 2 cards per pack for some reason.
Yeah.
And then there was 5. So there was quite a lot of cards. Thank you, Jamie. Do apologise. There were so many cards.
80 cards.
Yeah. But we all had 4 packs each. So the draft on... because we were going to do in person, weren't we? We were going to do in person 2 packs each.
Trade night and go for it.
And then
it's
open 2 packs.
A little too close to Christmas, I think, for everyone. Everyone else's other halves and families have all got stuff going on. So, yeah.
And I think doing 4 packs each as a draft would have been a bit too much, to be honest, because it was quite a lot of cards. Well, anyway, we did what we did.
Jamie and Matt, the last time we did it, just copped out anyway halfway through and was just like, I'll have anything. So you never know. I'm only joking, Jamie. Don't worry.
No, I mean it's true though. Like I say, like with Kayla, obviously there's something for everyone. If you like your new stars, your upcomers, your legends, and if you don't like those people, obviously when you get to the lower end of the draft, it's anything. It's just like kind of I'll take whatever's left. Kind of thing.
You're not really that bothered. Yeah, I get that.
No, so what, I would sorry, Roddy.
I was just going to say. So what we did to give it to give it a tiny bit of the backstory, is that we all went on a call and we had 4 packs of 4 packs of 4 packs
Of 5 cards.
of 5 cards. So basically, Jamie spanned the wheel, and whoever it landed on picked 1 to 4, and then Jamie opened 4 packs up for that person and see what hits they got. So Jamie, you went first.
Yeah.
Just say your big hits.
So we had initially, obviously we went through. So I opened up first of all. My big hits within that, I had 2 autos numbered to 25.
You did.
Which was,
who were they?
So we had Haku and we had Brutus the Bub Beefcake. Which again, they're kind of like nice Legends autos on card. So that was a nice surprise. I guess I wasn't expecting those to kind of be within the set, which is quite nice.
I was 100%. I sat there, didn't I? I said, Jamie, if anyone's going to pull autos tonight, it's going to be you.
It's going to end up this way.
And it did. It did happen. You picked pack 1, didn't you? Is it 1?
No, pick pack 4.
Pack 4, sorry.
Pack 4. So yeah, I went first and picked pack 4. Also had the Solar Sokoa numbered to 2 on the purple, which is a nice card. But the interesting thing for me is I then obviously counted the cards at the end and I saw I had 19. I thought, that's weird. And then Tommy messaged in the group saying...
Oh, no, go on.
No, I'm going to say. So Tommy messaged in the chat and goes, I'm sure you only had 4 cards in that first pack. And then we started seeing 5. And I realised I had an artist proof 1 of 1 Roman Reigns that was still in a pack. So blew my mind I had that as well. So yeah, quite chuffed with that really. But obviously then we done our trades, which I guess we'll get into that as we go along really. But yeah, I mean for 4 packs and what you're getting in, because they're obviously hit packs, I mean I feel that was the good value for money ultimately, I think, for what it was.
You got 2 autographs and a 1-on-1.
Yeah.
And a lot of cards.
Really low numbered.
Less to 10.
You got the prime Logan Paul as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
Prime Logan Paul. Out of 5. That's very good.
Nice.
The checkerboard. Logan Paul.
The puzzle one, yeah.
So, I went second. I got selected as being second. And I picked pack number 2. If in doubt, always go for pack number 2. In a break, when they say, how many which box do you want to break out of these? Always go for 2. It's a thing. So I hit 3 1-on-1s. I hit 1 true 1-on-1 and 2 artist proofs. Thank you very much, KGUS61. Made my evening. In fact, and I will add right now, I have pulled 10 1-of-1s in all products in 2024. I didn't think that was possible. I did last night. Well done. So I hit a Robbie Roode. Robbie Roode. I hit a Rick Rude 1-of-1 Goldback. It's from the 2021 set, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I believe. So really happy with that. And then I hit a couple of artist proofs of Triple H and also Razor Ramon. Very happy with that.
You also got 2 variants. Well, you got the Bald Angle as a variant, and you also got the Ultimate Warrior as a variant, which is quite nice as well.
Yeah, so the Ultimate Warrior is... So the angle to 5, was it?
Angles to 5, yeah.
Okay. But the Ultimate Warrior is to... it's a rainbow
It's unnumbered.
variant.
Yeah.
It's a rainbow variant, and it's an image variant as well. And there's 3 of them, basically. I confirmed with KGUS61.
Oh, nice.
I also got the GG out of 2, and purple, and core out of 2, which I've traded with Chris for an Ober out of 2. So thank you very much.
That was a nice straightforward trade, wasn't it?
You know what I mean? It was coming my way. I also got the Ober out of 5 as well. The Rock out of 5 as well. Fucking amazing. The checkerboard Rock. I was like, when we were trading with Chris, I was like, don't go near my Rock, man.
Leave it.
Leave my
I'm
Rock.
not stupid.
Leave my Rock alone, man. But yeah, I got like Jacob Fatu, Soul, Lola, Husky Harris, out of 5s. We haven't spoken about there's playing cards which are acetate. They're out of 2.
Which we didn't realise after I was trying to get them.
Which we didn't realise, and Jamie hoovered them all up. Good on Jamie. But like, it is just, you know, there's so many different variants and bits and pieces in this. Like, we didn't know until we went into it, but I think that's half the fun, is trying to figure out what is what afterwards. Like, it took me a while to track down what that Ultimate Warrior was, and then I spoke to K Gust afterwards, and I was like, "Mate, is this card?" And he was like, "Yeah, that is." So I was like, "Okay, cool." You know, it's a better card than I thought it was, because I just thought it was a rainbow variant of some kind. You know, so no, really cool, really, really cool.
Well, so then it came down to me and Matt on the wheel. I won, so I got to choose which pack, and I chose the wrong pack. The other pack that Matt got was insane. Obviously, I would have chosen the other one. So Matt got Diamond, MJF, the Prime.
It's out of 60 something, isn't it? But they're really rare.
What's that?
Because they're really.
It's up to 61. The MJF is
61, but they're really
they're just really
cards.
Cool. Yeah, really.
They're
cool
like the Joe Hendry thing, you know what I mean? It's like a sought after,
something a
limited card,
different,
chase card. That's it.
And a Jamie Hayter 101. So yeah, he got like a few other ones, but that, you know, I would say that in the last draft we did, he kind of got one of the lower picks, didn't he? So it kind of works out over time. I got a Bruiser Brody artist proof and a Randy Orton artist proof. I got a couple of cards for Tommy. I got our Winnie the Pooh watcher. I got a EO Sky and Masha Slamovich. I think they were to 5, so they'll both be going to him.
I mean, I did check your Macho Man, I think, was a limited edition variant. I don't know if it's a rainbow, but it's definitely an unnumbered variant. So I think it might be the same level as Lloyd's Warrior, potentially.
Yeah.
If it's rainbow, they would still be out of 3. The rainbows for that year were out of 3. Okay. Mine's just there was 2 variations of Warrior, one with like yellow pants and one with green pants, but they're still out of 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So then your Macho Man, just double check maybe with K-Gus, but I think your Macho Man's going to be quite low as well, which is quite a nice one to have.
If it's rainbow, it is. Yeah.
But yeah, great card. But yeah, while we're talking K-Gus, that leads us very nicely into our next set of Christmas messages, starting with Mr. K-Gus 61 himself, Kevin Gust.
Hey guys, this is Kevin Gust, or KGust61 as you guys call me. Just a huge thank you for celebrating my art cards this year on your podcast. You guys may or may not know, I started making card art during the pandemic, you know, to pass the time and striving to create something that people would like to collect. It took me a little while to get to the wrestling card art, but once I did, it really resonated with my audience. You know, each year I try to improve. I try to get better at my skills. You see that in the old cards versus the new cards, but I also try to create new things. You've seen that with the lenticular cards. You've seen that with some of the products that I put forward, even the packs themselves. The feedback that you guys share on your podcast and others as well, it really inspires me to keep creating, so please keep doing that. I do appreciate it. I have some new things cooking for 25, so stay tuned and keep your eyes open for that. Anyways, thank you guys again. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year from the U.S., and I'll be listening to the podcast this year and next. Take care, guys.
Hey guys, this is Johnny Tancredi of the Card Foundation podcast. Just wanted to wish everybody in the ATP a Merry Christmas, a Happy Holidays, and a Happy New Year. Very proud to call the boys of the Square Circle Relics podcast a friend. You guys had an amazing year with amazing content, and I'm expecting nothing short of an amazing 2025 from you guys. So look forward to talking to you then. Again, happy holidays to everybody over in the ATP from Johnny at CFP.
Hello, Squared Circle Relics podcast. John Thurmond over in Richmond, Virginia, USA. Wanted to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and the happiest of holiday seasons. Thank you for the continued entertainment. I know every couple weeks I'm going to get a great episode. I even learned about Christmas fairies in your latest show. I really appreciate that. I appreciate the community that you've built through the Facebook group and opportunities to make trades, see some great cards out there, and make some new pals. So again, wishing you all the best. Hope you get everything you ask for and more. Here's to a great 2025. Take care and talk to you soon.
Merry Christmas from Gavin. Merry Christmas from Graceland.
And Merry Christmas from Travis. Hope you guys have a great Christmas. Once again, thanks for another year of great podcasts and entertainment. And I hope that Margaret has a Merry Christmas as well. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Cool. So thanks for the messages, guys. Looking forward to what 2025 has in store for K-Gust. And a happy holidays to Johnny and fam, Trav, Gav, and Gracelyn. Cool. Right, that takes us over to Jamie's Corner.
So I'll start things off with Wrestling Card Wednesday. We are recording on a Wednesday, so let's do that now. So as always, thank you to Coffin Drop for starting things off for us nice and early. So last week he dropped us in the Table for Two, which had Sting and Lance Archer. Nice Table for Two A-dub. Chris, then this week you put up a nice purchase that you picked up earlier in the week. I guess you'll mention your purchase anyway. So do you want to rally it off now, or do you want to save it for purchases?
Yeah, no, do it now. It's fine.
So Chris picked up a nice rock tie-dye, which cropped up on UK eBay this week. So you can give us a full story on that if you want to.
Yeah, well, Sam for some reason didn't buy it. It was dirt cheap, but I mean, really, really quite cheap. Yeah, I mean, shows what a nice guy he is. I don't know, like, well, yeah, I don't know what to say. If that was me, I probably would have just bought it straight up because it's, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to sell it or anything. It's actually got quite a bad print line down it. You can't necessarily see it. Unless you've got it in person. It's one of those really thin ones, so it would grade terribly, but it's a great thing. It's like, yeah, first page of my rock PC, so to speak. So yeah, happy with it.
Nice. So yeah, Chris on the tie-dye. Tommy this week put up a Kana, and I'll put in brackets Asuka BBM Auto from 2013, a rookie auto, PSA 9. And then we had one come up this week as well from Timmy. He put up his auto ring relic of the Hall of Fame ring of Harley Race from the Legends 2018 set. So nice selection of Wrestling Card Wednesday bits and pieces. Boys, have you got anything else you'd like to add for Wrestling Card Wednesday this week?
Yeah, I mean, Coffin Drop didn't do it. I did it.
Oh, you did do it this one. I didn't.
Neither
notice,
Jamie nor Coffin Drop did it.
Because Coffin Drop did message me and say, sorry, I can't do it. So I did it. I am Coffin Drop standing, and I hope I did him well.
Yeah, you did. Well done. Yeah. Well done indeed.
There you go.
So that's all there is for Wrestling Card Wednesday. Again, if you want to get involved with that, we do that on the Card Tricks WhatsApp group. Every Wednesday, Coffin Drop, unless he's unavailable, we'll do it. Lloydie steps in when needs to. Lloydie will be your substitute teacher when needed. And then we'll go through a Wrestling Card Advent update. So again, this is what we're running on the Facebook group. So if you're on Facebook, come join the group. As Chris mentioned last time around, there's a few of us doing it on there, doing our daily packs. I will confess I've not done today, so I'll go on and do that one. But yeah,
it's still not the end of the day yet.
I mean, we're still doing good for time, aren't we? But yeah, I mean, good fun all round. We've got Adam obviously ripping a mix of products. Chalky's midway through doing his Relic a Day packs, doing a little bit of a sing-along as he does each and every pack. Chris is obviously ripping stuff as well with these envelopes. So, yeah. Chris, how's it been for you over the last couple of weeks? Have you had anything exciting pulled out from your advent?
No. Fucking nothing. I've had the best pull I've had is a 249 solo Sakara, but it's not rookie year. It's no big shakes.
Out of what?
Everyone out of 49.
No, sorry, out of what?
Oh wow,
sorry. That's my bad. No, yeah, it's the black, white, and blue. Black, white, and red, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's probably it from me, really. I haven't really had anything else to write home about.
You got
Adam,
time yet, though, ain't you? Surely.
Yeah, there's still a few packs left. I know that I've got a few Dodd packs coming up in the next few days, though, so expect some Slam Attacks or Slam Attacks Rumble or something, I don't know.
Okay.
But Adam, Mr. Anwar, I think he's had the best pull so far.
He's done all right.
To 25 Undertaker prismatic entrances.
Yeah.
Really nice. I think he pulled something else quite good today as well. Or maybe yesterday.
And Chalky's had some good stuff himself as well. So he's doing a relic a day from obviously the Road to WrestleMania stuff and that. He's had some low numbered Brie Bellas. He had a gold that he pulled out of.
Well, he had, I think, the to 50 AJ Styles manufactured relic because it's the blue with the SmackDown. Do you know what I mean? I think that's a really nice hit.
Didn't Brian hit it to 25 as well? Sure he did.
I think he might have done.
Sure he did, but I just can't
I know
remember what it is.
Graham hit a Cracked Ice Tiffany, I think, yesterday.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good hit. Jamie, how was yours going? You've done all right.
I'm quite happy with mine. Yeah, so I've got the NXT blasters now. I never expected anything good out of these blasters. I mean, they're a low-end product. I paid 10 quid each for them. I've had 2 autos out of 4 blasters is pretty good. So I had an Apollo Crews auto first of all, and then I pulled out an Indie card this week as well on card. So both numbered, nice. And I also had another numbered hit come out this week as well from Nina Samuels out of 75. So can't complain so far. The rest of it's probably going to be trash. I mean, we're coming down to the last blast at this point, aren't we? So last few days, but. Advent, it's always good fun to do Advent. It just gives you something to tick you over or something,
I think Graham wins.
What's he?
Roxanne Perez out of 25, Emergent.
Yeah, he wins.
It's a lovely card. Well done, Graham. Maybe that's who I was thinking about then. I knew there was at least another 25.
Did you see the orange Dazzlers that?
Oh yeah, the Dazzler, Juice Robinson. Jesus,
that was so bad. I think when he said that's like the worst card he's ever pulled. I think I've had one like similar, but not quite as bad as that one.
Like Lucasade, mate. The big old didn't get in the bottom as well, innit? Jeez,
yeah, just
bad. It's weird when the other cards aren't like that, and it's like, how is it made into the pack?
Yeah, that is really, really odd.
Happens occasionally, but when it does, it's just sickening, isn't it? Oh god.
I got a Seth Rollins relic out of Seth Rollins relic. Seth Rollins relic. Seth Rollins relic. Out of a blaster once, and that was bent to fuck like that with like massive creases, and it looked like it had been folded in half. But you think, how the hell does it even go in like that? Yeah,
I hate when you get a card that's got like, and I always get like high value cards more than anything because I remember it more in my mind. And they've either got a massive dent or a scratch in it. And I think, what the fuck? Like, how has that even happened? Yeah. Like, I've got like an out of 5 select, like Gold Wave Dolph auto. And it's got a massive dent in the top of it. And I'm like, how's that even happened? Like, how can they even let that happen? Because the rest of the pack weren't like that. So it's obviously off the printer like that. Man,
it happens, yeah. I've had it with a CM Punk to 50 from AEW where it looked like a nail mark in the top. And yeah.
Mad.
It happens, but yeah, like you say, it was the only card in that pack that was like weird.
Yeah.
Any other business, Jamie?
No, I think that's it. I mean, there's nothing more really to add on that side. We've mentioned Billy Celio. Just really quickly again, if you've not heard the chat with me and Tony from the session I put out last week, and amongst the other bits and pieces we've put out, we have obviously had this chat around Raw deals. If you want to learn a bit more about Raw deal, then that's available for you now, and I think we can move to the Nook otherwise.
Cool, right. Quick Nook update from me this week. So the last episode we decided that we needed help. We needed tag team partners. So I thought I'd asked you guys to choose them. Jamie?
I'm in. I've got a partner locked in. Yeah.
Do you want to announce who you've chosen as your tag team partner?
Yeah, and we've got a tag team name as well.
Oh.
So we So yeah, I have got a tag team partner. It's locked in. It's all good. We're waiting, obviously, for what our mission is going to be.
What's your tag team partner? And what's your tag name called?
Our tag team name is the AAC. Is our tag team name, and it's the Amber Army Connection, and it's me and Timmy Two Woe. We are tag team partners for the Chris's Nook. I wanted someone a bit different that we've not tagged up. So yeah, I thought Cage United fans stick together. I've not obviously done much with Timmy before, so let's see how we go.
It could be, it could be onto a winner. Whereas I feel like me and Dave have gone very safe. Dave?
Well, that's the thing. I've been really ill, and he doesn't even know he's my tag team partner. So
probably assumed it anyway.
So Trav, he is my brother from another mother. So I'm gonna select him, and I know he's gonna be in. And our tag team name, Gaggle of Cunts.
Excellent, Gaggle of Cunts.
Gaggle of Cunts.
And I've gone predictable.
The GOC.
Amazing. Yeah, and I've gone predictable as well, and I've gone for friend of the show, Tommy Redgrave. Dave,
what's your tag team name?
Didn't seem too impressed.
Well, it's not very intercontinental of you, but okay, it's fine.
It's not very.
I thought you were gonna go. I thought you were gonna go for Gordo or someone like that.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think of that. To be fair,
or the Chalk Man
would have been a great idea.
I thought Chalky as well, man.
Wow.
Yeah, Tommy's fine though. Tommy's fine.
Yeah, sorry. Our tag team name is called the Winnie the Poohs.
Okay.
Because of last night.
That's fair enough.
There you go. Cool.
The WOP.
I won the last one, so I'm going to choose the topic, and it has me and Tommy have had a little pre-discussion, and we're going to go for chops.
Oh, chops. Okay.
So yeah, the hunt starts, I guess. I don't know.
Right. I've messaged
Dave. You need to tell you.
That
starts, I guess.
Starts it, guys.
Well, once Dave's told his tag team partner.
Oh man, that needs to be put on a t-shirt, man. It starts, I guess.
Cool, right. That's it from the Nook this week. So let's.
Trav, if you're listening, help. I mean, ultimately, though, don't forget though. What we agreed on this was that your tag team partner has to select the card, and we buy it and we ship it and stuff.
Which
like that.
So mine has,
there.
And I've just got to buy it and ship it.
Okay,
cool, wicked. Right, that's enough Nook for this week. How's your hole, Dave, Mr. President?
Oh, ill hole. Jamie, any old shit really on the music today. I can't really be bothered. I'm too ill to care.
Right, it's going to be Brenda Lee rocking around the Christmas tree then. Done.
There you go. I didn't even think about Christmas songs. That's how ill I am. So yeah, $10.40. Don't really think it's a thing anymore. Like, I think it's kind of outstayed its welcome, and I've kind of got a bit bored of it. Thank you everyone that's done it. I'll come up with something new soon. I always do. Xmas Liberator. That's going to happen. So before I go to Xmas Liberator, the person who won the last Liberator, Scott Crouch, has yet to come to me. Hence, we do know he's been ill, like the rest of us. But ultimately, we know he hasn't listened to the show. Because he would have come to me. Sure he would have done. So, mate, we have an unclaimed Liberator card. I'm not gonna get rid of it, throw it in the bin. I don't want to come to you and be like, you won. That's the surprise. You can listen to last week's show.
I was about to say, I feel like he's told me before that he listens. I think he commutes, and I think he listens on his commute. So if he's been ill and not been to work, then checks out, doesn't it? So.
It's going to be a massive surprise for him listening to 2 shows now. So I'm sure he'll come to you. But I will do an Xmas Liberator this Friday. So before Christmas, and it will be over probably like 12 to 24 hours, depending on how much I can listen to, how much energy I've got to looking at Gordo's drivel of shit that he puts on there. I joke. I actually do like Gordo's stuff.
I say some of Gordo's are really good.
Gordo's is actually really good. I joke. But yeah, so that's incoming. Yeah, pretty much it, really. Fill me in.
Close you up. Cool, right. Just before we go to our coffee break, shall we hear our third lot of Christmas messages coming from the SCOTT and Adam Anwar?
Adam Anwar here, the best thing since sliced garlic bread. Lads, listen, it's Christmas time. I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas. Lloydie, seeing as retirement year's coming up, cut him some slack, will you? Chris, same goes to you when it comes to women at the post office. And Jamie, I hope that Cameron Grimes PC gets bigger and bigger. Merry Christmas, boys.
It's me. It's the SCOTT. And I just wanted to wish the Squared Circle Reddit's podcast a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Looking forward to seeing what the new year brings for you all. And if you ain't down with that, I got 2 words for ya.
Cool. So thank you both for those messages. And feeling a bit parched, guys. I think we need a
coffee
break. And it ties in quite nicely with our last message there from Mr. Adam Anwar, because I have chosen stand-up comedy as our topic to discuss. As I said, inspired by our very own Adam Anwar, as he is a stand-up comic. And I'll put this out there now. In the coming year, I'm going to go and see him at some point.
He said this year.
No, I'm doing it this year. Okay. 100%.
Well, if you gotta go,
yeah.
But yeah, we just need to book it in. We need to book in the
For the love of wrestling,
the thing in Manchester / Liverpool. Where is it? It's Manchester.
Manchester, yeah. We've
got to book that in as well at some point. So
we'll make a journey up north.
Gary Barlow.
Up to north.
I did say to Adam Anwar about getting onto like the comedy circuit kind of club around here, because obviously there's like different companies, aren't there, that kind of do the local circuits. I reckon he could do a few gigs, and that would be ideal for us Southerners. He can do a local gig that we can all get to.
I think he has a nosebleed coming this far south. I've never seen him do a show further than Leicester.
Like
I think
Leicester, maybe Nottingham kind of way.
Yeah. So, which makes sense because they don't like. I don't think comics get paid a lot of money.
Yeah, that's it.
You know
Absolutely.
what I mean?
He's
It
got
has to be
to
worth
travel
their
himself.
while.
Yeah,
Of course it does. Yeah, 100%.
So it's difficult to make those kind of transitions, to be honest. And as well, he's got a load of gigs up north as well, right?
He's a busy boy, yeah.
Yeah. Why do you want to like go somewhere for a pittance?
Well, if he works, you know what I mean, as well, you have to tie it all into work. But anyway, we will, or I will, definitely be.
We will. If you go, man, we will go.
Yeah, we'll go, yeah.
Really want to go see him perform. I feel like it's not like a subject we've ever really spoken about too much. But yeah, I watch a lot of stand-up comedians. I watch a lot of podcasts with people, like comedians on podcasts, things like that. And yeah, I just wanted to see if you guys are into stand-up or something that interests you.
I love stand-up, and I love stand-up like in my like teens and into 20s. Like I would always try and go to like comedy gigs and like live comedy. I do find as now though that a lot of comedy now, I can't, not that I don't relate to it, but I don't find brand new comedians as funny as like ones who've been on the circuit for a little while.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's a generational thing, but yeah, a lot of the like brand new comedians coming up, I don't find them as funny.
Is that a generational thing? You're about 12, Jamie.
No, but I mean, they'll see. No, but I mean, it's like you see a lot of people like on like, you know, stuff now, like you see them on YouTube and stuff like, you know, they're like 20 years old, younger than I am, you know, and you kind of. Whereas obviously James Acaster and like the people who go on Taskmaster, like I really like those kind of people because they're kind of same kind of age and like laugh at the same sort of stuff. But your classic comedians like your Lee Evans, your Billy Connolly's, like I love that kind of stuff. I just find that kind of like real life humour just makes me cackle, really.
Yeah.
So I really do, and I always have done, love comedy. I think it's what makes the world go round. And if you can't laugh at yourself, who the fuck can you laugh at? So, that's one of the reasons we've always done this show, you know what I mean? We've always done this as a bit of banter between the three of us as well. We always laugh and joke about the crazy, wonderful world we live in and all the shit that we do and take the piss out of each other for doing it. That's what we do. And we love each other for it. And that's comedy as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
That's entertainment. That's comedy. That's, if
we didn't have that kind of fun comedy aspect to the show, then it would make us not want to do it as much if it was just what that guy wanted in the review, which is strictly news and nothing else. Do you know what I mean? Then it would be a bit...
we did shows going off on tangents for fucking ages, just talking about shit because we thought it was funny. And I love those times. We've put it down to like a bit of a fine art now with having this kind of section in there, you know what I mean? But ultimately, that's what it's all about. It's like, I think Ricky Gervais says it best, doesn't he? With it, like, you know, it's just a joke. We're all going to be dead soon and no one's going to care. Like, that's ultimately what it is.
So true, yeah.
So, I mean, I've got like my mate James. I've mentioned him on the show before. He's held comedy nights in Newport Pagnell for many years. He's just stopped doing it recently. Actually, he's done it for like 15 years. He's done so well. I haven't been to as many shows as I should have done, and I fucking regret it. He's had everyone like that's gone on to being a British comedian who has been known for years and years and years. Catherine Ryan, probably the biggest, and the ginger cunt from Kettering, who I can't stand, Acaster. Probably the biggest names. But they've done so well, and I think ultimately it is those little independent scenes that have kept, and the likes of the Edinburgh Fringe and stuff like that, that's kept British comedy going on for such a long time, because you can't say shit on TV anymore. Not really. You can't. Which
is why I like to watch comedy on YouTube, because you can say more shit on there.
Yeah,
like, for sure. Yeah. I am really, really, really into American comics at the moment. I don't know if you guys would have heard of them or not. So
can I do one? Can I do one and just see if it's on your list? Shane Gillis.
Yeah, it's number one on my list, of course.
As Trump on Kill Tony.
As
fucking hell.
Trump with Adam Ray doing Dr. Phil. We'll be right back. I love it. Kill Tony is one of the things I've got down here on my list. So it's something that I've watched it for a while now, maybe getting on for a year or so. And it's just at a comedy store, somebody comes up, does a minute, they're either amazing or absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
It's great. Yeah, I really, really do love it. There's a guy on there recently, or not that recently, Casey Rocket. Have you guys seen him? Really funny. But yeah, I've been watching a lot of that. I would, again, similar to going to see Adam, I would like to go to, I think it's called The Mothership, and go and see Kill Tony live. So
I love that.
Maybe on the cards at some point.
Yeah.
Jamie, have you ever... Do you know any of those guys? Or?
No, I mean, so American comedy, I've never really dabbled in it. I'm very much a very case of like you kind of British comedy. I mean, when I used to like watch Mock the Week, obviously you kind of get snippets of people who say, oh, they're quite good. Then you go like the Comedy Store, and I've like done a few of those kind of Comedy Store nights and stuff like that. But I think TV, I think it's got its place for like stand-up comedies now, just to kind of give you a taste of people, but it's not until you see someone in the flesh. Have you heard of a British guy called Emmanuel Sonobi? He's done quite a few like live at Apollos and stuff, and he's like, oh, that's pretty funny. Then you actually see him on his live show, and it's totally different, and you just think, Jesus, it's night and day compared to what the stand-up is. But when you find a comedian that you just like find hysterical, like there's no better feeling than like laughing your head off at a stand-up. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's really good.
There's so many levels of it as well. You know what I mean? There's no like you can't define stand up. It's just there's so many levels of different comedy, you know what I mean? And some people have just got it, some people haven't, you know. And that bleeds into like in America, it bleeds into Saturday Night Live. And it's like it's such a shame that like I think American comedians right now are fucking killing it. And I think Saturday Night Live has just bombed out of oblivion. They've lost the heart of what is actually really funny. They make cheap humor all the time, and it's the American comedians right now are really hilarious. They're really on point. Really, and I salute Shane Gillis for all he does for being a redneck in a democratic New York. It's very funny, to be honest. Very funny. It does make me laugh.
I'll check him out for you boys. I'll check him out.
It's hilarious. Just go on
YouTube and
just watch Kill Tony. Him as Trump in Kill Tony. It is the funniest fucking thing
it's so
you've
good.
ever seen in your life.
His impression is spot on. It's
Yeah.
really good. So like before all the election and everything, they did like a big show where there's one guy as Dr. Phil and one guy as one guy's Biden and one guy as Trump, and it's definitely worth a watch.
What do you guys think of like gimmick people who like kind of do like Nina Cotti, who does like the ventriloquist stuff like Paul Jardine, or kind of like these? I don't like them. No, I don't find gimmick stuff funny either.
When she's laughing at her own jokes, you know, like when she's doing the ventriloquist thing, I'm amazed I said that right.
That's why I didn't try it.
Yeah, I mean, when she's doing it, she's laughing at herself, and I find that really like it blows my mind. Like I just don't like you're laughing at your own shit, love. Like get off the stage. I've never really liked it. It's very like in the 80s. Rod Hull, an emu, maybe.
Paul Zerdin.
Yeah, Nookie Bear. You know what I mean? Shit like that. It was just like, it's a thing of the past. It doesn't really... I mean, the best form of it, obviously, is City and Sweep. But it doesn't need to exist in the world that we do now. I think we're very much past it.
Yeah, I feel like we're kind of past all of that, aren't we? It's not... I feel like back then everything was just a bit more believable, whereas now it's just I don't know.
My main peeve, Jamie, to that is when a comedian whips out a musical instrument
at the end of the show.
I'm done. I'm done. Off I go. See you later. Fuck off. Unless it's a synthesizer. If they've got a synthesizer strapped to them, you know it's going to be funny. But a guitar, they can fuck right up.
What about Bill Bailey?
Oh yeah, but he comes out with a glockenspiel.
I was about to say he comes out with all sorts.
And he actually plays instruments rather than doing it just for the laughs.
He is really good at it.
Yeah, old style comedians though get a pass if they're, you know what I mean, like everyone knows what they do and their shtick and stuff like that. But these days, it's so hard to be a comedian because. And credit to Adam Anwar because I wouldn't want to try to be a comedian in this day and age. Fuck no.
I would definitely. Did you guys watch Adam Anwar's Fringe Diary that he done on YouTube? He done the whole period up there, and that really does put into perspective how hard it is for someone who isn't a big name at the Fringe, like trying to leaflet and trying to get people through the door and having such small numbers and trying to get your rep up over like those few weeks. It must be really, really tough. So. Credit to anyone who goes up there just in a whim and hopes to try and, you know, make half a decent living on the Fringe, really.
Yeah. I do find it weird. Have you ever been to like pre-Fringe shows? And they do like test jokes kind of thing. Like they're tuning themselves up for Fringe.
We done Jim Owen in the Cambridge Corn Exchange one. She was about to go up and do a load of stuff. But it's interesting, like when they're obviously not making notes, but you can sort of see what they like and don't like, you know?
I've seen a comedian like read off notes before and stuff like that. It's been terrible, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think the world would be a lot horrible place if we didn't have comedians in it.
Yeah, imagine. It'd be awful.
Yeah.
Cool. Right. I think that's enough stand up for us now. Shall we hear from our friend of the show and show sponsor, Cardtricks UK?
Why not consider joining up and becoming a Cardtricks Elite member? For just £10 a month, you will get exclusive codes for each break. You'll be invited to join a completely free break, and there's an exclusive massive giveaway every single month for Elite members. This December's givey, they are giving away one of the CM Punk replica belts, numbered to only 2,000 made, and a pair of second row tickets for Raw at the O2 Arena in March. So why not sign up for January now?
Cool, right. We are back with some purchases. You've been busy boys this week, you've been purchasing.
Limited numbers of purchasing, because Christmas.
Fucking Christmas, yeah.
And we did KGUS 61.
We did. I've got.
Do you think he doesn't like me saying KGUS 61?
KGUS 61.
But that's his name.
That's his name.
It's fun to say though, right?
Yeah, KGUS 61.
Again, you got a number in your name.
Right.
Cool. So I'll shoot off mine. So I worked myself into a right shoot with match dated moments. Fuck, because we recorded on the wrong day, like a different day or whatever. I got it in my head that they finished like one day and I was a day early. So I had a plan. Plan was at like 58, like 7:58 or whatever, I was going to buy some packs and see if I could get some luck right as they finished. Bearing in mind that I'm doing this on the wrong day, whatever. It did kind of work. I got a Lashley Silver. So I bought another 5 packs and got a Lashley Silver. But I did need the Lashley because it was the last card I needed for the silver achievement set. So then in turn getting that, I got the silver achievement set, and they've been selling for about sort of $60 online. Nice. So yeah, actually did work out being worth it. Next I got the Rock tie-dye, which we spoke about already. Got some Trish Stratus cards. Picked up a few. So shout out to Tommy and Sam. They sent me some base in some little trades we did. I grabbed a Women's Division 2021 manufactured relic with her logo on it. $1.76, so that was all right. And I picked up an Undisputed 2015 purple to 50 finisher parallel of Trish as well. Bit of a random one here. We've spoken about it before on the pod. Undisputed 2021 Omos. Do you remember his alter?
Oh, he had his shoot all, didn't he?
Nuts, yeah. And it's one of them that I've always just thought was just a bit of like a anomaly sort of thing. I just thought it was pretty cool. So yeah, I grabbed that $5. I thought that was a decent price for that. It was to $1.99. But yeah, it's just a mental autograph in it.
It's a nice big auto, but it's not his name.
It's so intricate and unnecessary. That's great. Couple more PC cards. I picked up a Mr. Perfect Premier level light blue to $1.99. He's in the yellow gear. So with the yellow gear, they're kind of the two colours I associate with Mr. Perfect, yellow and light blue gears, I guess. So I thought that was pretty cool, and I picked up a Roxanne Perez XR to $1.99, which leads me nicely into my breaks. So I did a few breaks last weekend. Cardtricks UK, of course. Free count, I managed to get a Roxanne Patch Auto to $49, and a base card, which is an eBay 101 first on print, one of 40. I also won a givey, not quite a belt, but it was a Select Blaster. So they're quite nice. The green flashes are in those ones. I think they're like the hobby ones or something. Didn't really get anything, but you can't complain with a free blaster. And I did win a pin badge also. So yeah. Gunter pin badge, that's right. And I collect pin badges, as you guys know, so always a bonus. That's it from me, Mr. Prez.
Only a couple of like breaks basically I skunked out of, to be honest. The only thing did I do the Bron Gold Wave the last time? Can't remember.
No, I don't think so.
So I got a. Well, if I didn't, that's the only thing I've really hit, and that was from Card Tricks as well. A Gold Wave Sensations to 10 for Bron. I thought I mentioned that on the last show, but I can't remember. So that was a good hit. Bought a couple of cards off the same person you bought your rock from.
Yes.
First of all, I got a Carlito from Heritage Chrome, Heritage 3. Well, Topps Chrome Heritage 3. I think that's the right way around, right?
Yeah.
From 2008, I think it was. It's actually sealed in a Hit Parade slab, so it's been repackaged. So it's a lovely little thing. I just got it yesterday, I think.
Yeah,
but it's a lovely little thing.
It looks really nice. Yeah,
it's not is auto on the sticker is a bit off OC actually, so it does make it look a bit unique. It's not as obviously as rookie auto, but it's a lovely. I needed it for the Carlito PC, which I seem to be amassing these days. The same guy also. I thought this was a base card for the price he was selling at, but he also had a Bron Breaker Pen Pals from Elite out of 25, and I got it very cheap, and I have it, and it looks very nice.
They're great because they're on card always.
Yeah,
on card autos. Yeah,
really nice.
So I have the Passing the Torch, the Steiner and Bron out of 25 as that as well. Yeah. And I've got the Pen Pals out of 25. So very cool. And I think really the only other thing to kind of mention, so I have been getting the other two things actually. I did get finally I got a good copy of The Rock Magic in Mania 25 years of The Rock from the Superstar set, where he's rock bottoming John Cena. So it goes with my 3-count card.
WrestleMania PC. You're doing the old War Games thing I'm doing. You're getting all your WrestleMania 28 stuff, aren't you?
And I also got the photogenic version of it as well on the photo finish.
Photo finish, yeah.
So very cool. What else can I say? Really, I think the only big hit, and I would say when you say who has hit the best in a pack in the month, doing the calendar hits in a month, I think I win, even though I'm not doing the calendar packs in the month. I opened a couple of packs because everyone's been opening packs, so I opened a couple of packs of metal on e-pack.
Yeah, you did.
And I hit a Kenny Omega competitive advantage.
You never know; it's stuck in there.
Which is a very hard card to hit, and it's a quite expensive card as well, really. So it was very cool to hit that. To be honest, I own from Billy Celio, our very own Billy Celio. I do own the Adam Cole from a trade of that as well. So now I do own the Kenny Omega. If there is one other, maybe the Jade, but I don't think the Jade goes for that much money, really. But the Omega is the
Kenny sells, whereas Jade not so much.
And it's a lovely card as well, right?
Yeah, they're really cool looking. Really cool looking.
I couldn't believe when I hit that. I was like, "What's just happened? What's just happened?"
Was that a late night rip?
Well, I opened another couple of packs after that, and I also hit a John Silver Red PMG. But the base set, not the higher card or the retro. He's got 3.
Yeah, I think I've got 2 of them.
So yeah, I hit that. I hit that to red as well for 100. So I've done well on. I've always done well on metal though. It's weird. It's metal and allure, but more so metal. I've hit well on. So that's it from me.
Nice. I mean, I've had a bit more of a slimmer week, really. We'll start with like sort of misses and stuff like that. So I've obviously been doing a few of the card trick stuff over the weekend. Went for a bit of a big boy spot. I went for the Triple H spot over the weekend because I love the 3-count image of Triple H with the barbed wire bat from the Royal Rumble 2000. I need the 40, so I've like every time it comes up in eBay, I'm just out. So I think I might have to put a big bid on and then hope that it doesn't get up to that big bid. But I need to secure it because it's going to dry up sooner rather than later. But I did miss out on that because I thought, well, actually, if I do it in Select, I like the Triple H Select image. Obviously, it's like 2000 Triple H again, and obviously you got the chance of the downtown. So I went with that, but yeah, nothing obviously hit from that, and I've had nothing come through for that, sadly. I have had a load of like really random spots that I kind of picked up over the weekend all come through, but they've all come through as base, and I had a to 99 Scott Hall come back on the red. So, I mean, break-wise, that's pretty much all I've got there. But it's a nice colour match of everybody, really. Let me see, it's got Scott Hall in the red, Steve Ray's in the red, the cards in the red. So it's all like red on red on red. So, I mean, I was quite happy with that. But, yeah, break-wise, that's all we've got there. When it comes to actual purchases, I can't remember if I mentioned this last time because the date was pretty much recording, but I actually picked up the Cody Rhodes Leaf Auto for the Heroes of Wrestling set. And I think when it comes to names in that set, like that's probably one of the bigger names on there. Mm-hmm. So I've picked that one up. And I picked up an absolute steal. I picked up the Farouk 3-count auto for $8, which is mental. So it's the Attitude Era one with all the bubbles on it that Lloydie didn't like.
I didn't like it. I just said it's Artex.
It's like the texture of a basketball.
Yeah, basketball texture, isn't it? Yeah.
I picked up a basketball the other day. I was like, this looks like...
I like the way you did the
hand.
The hand on it. I mean, judging by the way some of these 3-count cards are in the sleeves, they're probably loading them in like that as well, to be fair. But yeah, I picked that for an absolute steal, and it just does show that some of these guys just do not warrant the value. It's unbelievable, really.
Yeah.
And then non-card wise, all still wrestling red, I picked up a WCW stamp sheet for $1.79. It's like 9 stamps of WCW superstars. And I thought stamps could be quite a dangerous thing to get into when you find there's lots of wrestling ones. But in fact, for a couple of bucks, it's just a cool little piece to have. And I picked up a record for the record collection. I picked up a Record Store Day vinyl of Mick Foley telling a Christmas story. And I thought, this is mental. So I've got a Mick Foley Christmas vinyl to go in the wrestling vinyl PC. So, yeah, a few bits and pieces. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for me, really.
Nice.
Before we move on, I did forget one.
What's that?
I got a Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
I did a big boy purchase.
You literally put I just did a big purchase or something, didn't you?
Yeah, I bought a British seller. But yeah, they had a Chris Jericho Banner Years from Spectrum out of 5. So it's the ones that were numbered that had his autograph on it. We stick it though, but I'd wanted one for ages, and I hadn't pulled the trigger on it, and I offered. It got declined. I offered again, much more money than I offered the first time. And it got accepted. So that's coming down from Scotland, I believe.
Nice.
So it's cool. I mean, I've got all the Banner Years still in my ComC, which I need to get. So I did want to get one of these at some point to kind of top off the set, really. So I'm glad I did. I just opened, while we were doing that, a metal pack while we were doing as well. And I didn't know that the hardware cards on metal, they weren't classed as hits. Which is
just like
an insert, but they should have been hits. They're cool enough
nice
to be
cards,
hits.
Yeah, when you get them in hand, they're really nice.
Yeah, I've got the I've given you one to sell as well, haven't I? The Miro out of 25.
Yes, yeah, that is up for sale.
And I've got the Bullet Club boys as well. I do love those cards. I think they're really cool. Well, I think they should be hits. But anyway, I digress.
Yes. Well, now that we know, like, with acetates costing more, it does kind of think they should be a bigger hit than they are. Cool, right. Some good purchases all around. So, got our next lot of Christmas messages incoming. This one got us a little bit, didn't it? Got us in the feels. And it's to a degree like why we do the podcast. It's why Card Tricks does what he does. So yeah, on a personal level, like for me, I feel the same. Like before the podcast, I didn't really have wrestling friends. I know you guys did actually have like wrestling friends already, but I didn't. So it is like being a part of the card community. It's all fun, isn't it? And it's a fun ride, making friends and being a part of something. So yeah,
whatever happens on this podcast, man, and no, like we'll always be friends. You know what I mean? Like this is lifelong friendship now going forward. Whether we not do another 100, 200 episodes, we're always going to be friends, right? So
for sure.
How's it going, folks? I'm Kieran McLean. Just thought I'd give a quick voice message to everybody listening and the lads at Squared Circle Relics podcast. Honestly, I'll just get straight into it. The podcast has helped me through so much this year. Just getting to listen to it, just to hear what they have to say, and it just gives me that sort of time to zone out and just enjoy people talking about something that they have a passion for as well as I have a passion for, which is the wrestling industry and all that. And it's absolutely fantastic, and I couldn't love the podcast any more than I do. And also, big shout out to Card Tricks UK, Chris and Casper, and the rest of the lads running it, doing a fantastic job right now. But just thank you lads for running the podcast and just doing a fantastic job with it overall. And I hope you all listening have a wonderful Christmas and a very happy New Year, and we all look forward to seeing what happens in the wrestling industry and the business in 2025. So yeah, thank you everybody, and again, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Goodbye.
Cool, right. Thank you for that, Kieran.
I will say as well, this is the first time obviously we've had any other interaction with Kieran obviously on the pod. Yeah. Obviously we see him in the chats and stuff, but we've not had much interaction. So having a message like that, it really means a lot.
It was
you made an old man well up. It's very cool. Thank you.
Yeah. Cool. Right. I think we are ready for our top 5s or top 15 this week.
It's gonna be a lot.
It is going to be a lot. Dave, I've got you going first. Now, how do you guys want to do this? Should we start off with top 5 pulls of 2024, either in breaks or by yourself? Yeah? Cool.
Makes sense.
Start us off, Mr. Dave.
I've got a lot of notable mentions, but number 5, Jamie Hayter auto out of 10. Do you have it to hand, Chris?
No, it's at ComC.
It's at ComC.
Yeah.
Number 4, Cross and Scarlet dual auto out of 25, immaculate. It's actually 1 out of 25, immaculate. Number 3, Ultimate Warrior ringside gold out of 10 select this year. Number 2, Brock Lesnar 1 of 1 elite. It's last card potentially.
Last card on print.
Yeah. And number 1, Rock Timeless Moments FOTL pink out of 4. Now, notable mentions. A lot of 1 of 1s. Obviously, I've pulled a lot of 1 of 1s this year. Fantastic. But like Cena Leaf, Billy Graham, Chronicles, all of the KGUS 61s we've spoken about. The Rock Prism 23 undercard gold out of 10. I mean, it should be on that list, but it's off center and it's got a scratch. So I can't put it on the list. I'm gutted. Roman artist selections. Asuka ringside gold wave out of 10. Vader lucky envelopes out of 8. Carrying Cross FOTL out of 6. The list goes on. I've had a good year. I'm very happy.
NFT Roman 1 of 1.
NFT Roman 1 of 1 as well. Oh, Jesus. I've had a good year, man.
You have. Jamie, do you want to go next?
Yeah, I mean, I'll go through mine fairly quickly. I've not had giant hits this year, but I've been very happy with kind of what I've done in breaks. So I will just mention just a couple of honorable mentions on EPAC. So I think my biggest stuff this year, I pulled a AEW purple MJF out of 10. So that was a purple die cut. I also pulled the J. Cargill out of 10 ice cream bar as well. So that was kind of like my big EPAC ones for the year. when it comes to kind of break hits, I think notably I went into Terry Funk quite heavily in Prism this year. I didn't go like mad into it, but obviously the breaks I did always grab Terry Funk. Ended up with 2 first off the line blue shimmers, so got 2 out of the 11s. So I got those, and I also got a white sparkle as well, which obviously 20 or less. So I mean, when it comes to the Terry Funk stuff, like that rainbow is done really, really well. So I'm quite happy on that side of things. I've got a few redemptions which I picked up. So I've got a Ricky Steamboat redemption still to come through for Prism. I've got a Steve Blackman redemption also over Panini. So yeah, I mean, I'm quite happy with what I've got. I think one of the biggest things I've had this year was actually a spot I bought for you, Chris. Was I got the Tatanka spot, and obviously we got a to 10 gold auto, which I'm going to say it was technically a pull for me, but it was bought for you.
100%. 100%. It's still your pull, Jamie.
Yeah, it's not.
You then gifted. Gifted.
But that's the luck of buying, gifting breaks, isn't it? Gifting spots and stuff. Like, you just never know. I will say probably not wrestling related, and this probably will go over most people's head, but there's a NASCAR driver called Shane Van Gisbergen. He's just moved up to the Cup Series, and his rookie card and select is like the Chase. And I did go and pick his spot up on a UK break. So obviously in the UK it isn't obviously that expensive, but I did get the tie-dye, which is kind of like the Chase card for him in select with tie-dye. So I actually got that. So, I mean, that was like a massive thing to actually have that come through out of the whole lot. So yeah, really quite chuffed on.
Oh mate, if you're going that down, David Duchovny autograph.
I mean, it's still a pull, isn't it? Regardless, So
true.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, nothing groundbreaking, but stuff that I'm really chuffed with, So
yeah,
that's what matters. Yeah. I'll run mine off quick. So I've got dates, not like specific dates, but like months that mine came in. Number 5, I've gone for an EPAC pull, gold match dated moments, Swerve winning his first world championship. That was at AEW Dynasty in April of this year. Number 4, I've gone for, again, pulled by myself on the YouTube channel, Photogenic to 25, Trish Stratus. Pulled that in November of this year. Number 3, I'm going Undertaker Gold to 10 ringside. That was pulled by Chris at Card Tricks. That was in August 2024. Number 2, we go right back to the start of the year. January 2024, my second Slam Attacks Chrome 1 of 1 pull, which was Charlotte Flair. Again, that was on the channel, so that is available if you want to go see that one. And then number 1, I kind of put this one at number 1 because the spot was so cheap. I think it was like $2 or something. Dave's looking like he's going to try and guess it.
No.
No.
I was shocked because I thought it was going to be the Big Boss Man.
I didn't pull that this year.
I thought it was this year.
No. Number 1 is last year. Randall Keith Orton, Slam Attacks Chrome 101, Card Shop Live in the USA. That was again August 2024. And yeah, I can't remember. I think it was like $2 that I paid. And somebody on the stream really like quite called that out and was like, fucking $2 way she goes sometimes. So yeah, that's my top 5 of this year.
It goes too quickly, man.
It does. So just to break it up a little bit, I'm going to ask for your top 5 cards that you own. So your PC cards, and then we'll do hits again in a minute. So Dave, do you want to start us off with your top 5 PC cards that you own?
It's a difficult one.
You found it
this whole thing
difficult.
was difficult. Yeah, it really was.
It's awful.
Number 5, Bron Breaker Color Blast 2022, Prison 2022. I love that card, and it means a lot as well because I got it from Trav. So, number 4, this was difficult because I own 4 Dolph 1 of 1s, but I have gone for the Black Elite, and that's generally yet again because I got it from Chris, and it, like the other one, the 3 that I own I love the White Sparkle Auto 1 of 1, but it is a tiny bit OC. The image variation from Chrome, I've always kind of thought that that's going to be going to Danny at some point when he fucking gets his shit sorted out from CFP. He's fucking terrible. Like, literally, both of them are terrible. Johnny and Danny, fucking terrible at communication. Always have been. Love them to bits.
Great guys, though.
Great guys. Fucking terrible at communication. But ultimately, the Dolph Elite 1 of 1, it's his last 1 of 1 potentially ever as well. It's the same with the Brock, you know what I mean? I own both of the people who it could be their last 1 of 1s. It's really strange. Number 3, Jake Roberts Auto, black 1 of 1 from AEW 2020. And that came off the back of a dismantling of a hit I pulled, which will be on the other list, which we talk about. But yeah, essentially, I love Jake Roberts, and to have potentially one of his last 1 of 1s as well, which, I mean, you can't really say that anymore because he's back in WWE, but his current 1 of 1s as him as an old current man. Roster. Yeah. Number 2 is the Rock Timeless Moments FOTL, which I pulled recently. That card means more to me than pretty much any card. But I have to, like, the 1 of 1 is obviously my 1 of 1 is the Booker T 5-Timers Club. Red Auto 5 out of 5, 5-time, Chrome 21. I've never said that any other card is my Grail card. Not really. Like, after that, I wanted to get the Bron Breaker Color Blast, and I got it quite quickly after that, didn't I? Yeah. There was no real chase, per se. But we didn't think that card would ever materialise, and it materialised
in 6 months.
Well, that's the thing. Like, we've always said, really, haven't we? The first 19 episodes of this podcast is the Booker T saga, isn't it? The 5-timer saga. And then that's where it ends. Like, the story started and it ended quite quickly, but it had a great ending. You know what I mean? And I think that's where we first started off, really, wasn't it? It was like, that was our first story, that was our first chapter, and I'll always remember that. And that card just, it means the world, and it's a Hall of Fame card.
Boom.
It's in a Hall of Fame.
There you go.
Yeah.
Cool. Right, Jamie. Top 5 you own. Your cards.
So my missus saw me in a mad panic going through this, and I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. She said, "Do I have to tell the boys?" And I said, "No, I'll be on the pod tonight. You don't have to cover for me. I'll go down to 5." So I have gone down to 5, but it was bloody hard work. So, so cards I own. So I haven't got any more 1-on-1. So this is only now what I have here officially. So at number 5, I've gone for my Sting Topps Legends Auto Relic. So
Very nice.
At number 5.
Beautiful.
So that's
very
from
nice.
Topps Legends. Number 4, I went for my Trish Stratus rookie auto with inscription of the dish. I've also got the ticket stub that people had for it as well. So that's gone in at number 4. Number 3, I went for my Shane and Kurt Angle trash can relic. So that's gone in there at number 3. Number 2, I've gone for a purchase that I picked up this year. And that is a Jushin Liger lenticular autograph card from Bandai. Again, this was on my grail for a long, long time. So, yeah, picked that up this year. So that's cool. In number 2. And, I mean, this isn't like mad rare, but they're just like cards I love. And that's my Jeff Hardy Taker dual relics. They are in my number 1. The Jeff Hardy patches both glow in the dark. It's just cool relics. So, the weird thing is I've got the 1 out of 25, which is stamped on the back. And I've also got a 1 out of 25, which is handwritten on the back. So, very, very peculiar. So I can only assume that 1 is a replacement, and Fleer have just numbered it to 1, and the other one is... But anyway, so I've got 1 of each. So, yeah, they're kind of my top... Like, they're my favourite cards in the PC. Not the most valuable, but my favourite 5 cards.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Cool. So I'll do mine quick. So number 5, I'm going to go Bret Hart Pink Relic that Jamie kindly sold to me when he was doing a bit of a PC clear out. Was it PC clear out?
And you wait until my next one comes round.
So that is number 5. And I'll never forget that Graham was like, that could be from his nutsack. That could be from the gooch or whatever he said. So you never know. Number 4, I'm going for Undertaker Throwback Auto. These were the 2012 design ones. It was a steal of a price as well, which always kind of factors in as a part of my favourite cards. I paid £99 for it, so I thought that was really good. Number 3, I don't think I've really ever mentioned this on the pod before. It's a Jake the Snake Roberts card. It's a... I don't know what it is the answer. It was sold as an official printing plate 101. I think, and I'm almost certain that it's a custom card. I'll show you guys it here. So it's Jake Roberts Auto. It's a PSA certified auto. I kind of can't see through the camera, but it's from the 1990 classic set. But yeah, I just think that it's a custom card that somebody's made. But yes, very cool. My favorite Jake card.
I don't know. Those plates look exactly like that.
Do they? I don't know. I did pay like a decent amount for it quite a while ago now.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, mate, if that's an actual plate.
No, I wouldn't either.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of my favourite pieces. But yeah, regardless of if it's a custom or legit, very cool. Number 2, I've struggled with this one a little bit. So it's the cards that Jamie made us last year for Christmas. Do you remember? They're so good, Jamie. They are such good cards. Every time I look at them, even when I look at your guys' ones as well, it's just different shots. It's different artwork that you're not used to seeing.
Photogenic before photogenic, mate.
It's better than photogenic. Yeah, it is. It's just something different. I couldn't really decide on which one I liked the most, but in the end, I went for the Royal Rumble 1990. It's just chaos. It's great. It's just lots of guys on there. So yeah, that's number 2, and then number 1 is something Dave's just mentioned earlier, the Big Boss Man Auto SmackDown 99.
I thought that was this year, man.
Last year.
Wow.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, really, really cool pulls. I wasn't expecting it, and it was my first ever 101 was the Big Boss Man. So it's just cool that it was like my first 101 and a cool pull. So yeah. That's my top 5. Right now, should we head over to top 5 hits ever? Dave, you going to start us off?
Yep.
Please.
To be honest, this one I found more difficult, to be honest, because I'm like, what if I classed X on that first list? Where do I class my top list now? So I did. I've actually lost my list for a second, but I've got it back. There you go. So I put the Ultimate Warrior ringside out at 10 at number 5. It's, for some reason, it's really expensive card. More than I thought it would be. It's like mega money. I don't know why. Number 4, I put the Brock Lesnar 101 because I don't really know how much money that card costs, or I don't think it's probably over 200, to be honest, but it's his last one of one. It's pretty priceless, really. Number 3, LA Knight ringside FOTL Mojo out of 2 select FOTL 23. So this is the one I traded, and basically for the Bron Breaker Color Blast. So thank you, Trav. Number 2, I think it's the ringside Timeless Moments FOTL. I've never felt so much happiness and joy pulling a card, and out of a break than that. And thank you, Chris from Card Tricks, for making my dreams come true. But number one is my first one of one that I ever pulled, which I did swap for, and I got the Jake Roberts for, and that was the John Moxley magazine auto one of one from AEW 2020. You never forget your first, obviously. Am I sad I swapped it? Nah. Like, Moxley doesn't mean anything to me. He never has done. How big that card is? Yes, it's a big card. Probably gone down a lot in price these days, but I mean, he's the champion now, though, isn't he? Still,
I think so, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's that's a cool one-on-one to pull as your first one-on-one. You know what I mean? So, and it is worth mega money still. But yeah, that's it.
Cool, Jamie.
Cool. Right, just really quickly, do you count Razzies and things you've won as things that you've pulled, or do you want physically things that you have pulled?
You always have to make it fucking complex, don't you?
Chaos.
Chaos. Jamie, for you can have Razzies as well.
Okay, cool. Right, so I will go through. So at number 5, I've gone for, which was my first proper relic that I'd actually pulled out and I was really chuffed with. And that was an Asuka Takeover dual relic out of 25. So I had a shirt and a canvas relic. It's pretty random, but it was kind of like when I was really buying blasters from the States and really found that there was product available. Like, it was just like the first thing I pulled out and it was mental. Then at number 4, I've gone for the Bret Hart singlet, which Chris obviously mentioned in his PC. First time picking up Canadian blasters, you know, Bret Hart to 100 singlet was really cool. And I held on to that for a long, long time. So glad to know it's in a good home. Number 3, I went for another one which I pulled, and that was the CM Punk 2010 Platinum, and it's a jumbo shirt relic to 30. This is probably one of my biggest regrets when it comes to selling cards. I wish I never got rid of this. I've mentioned this time and time again.
I was about to say, I remember us having a conversation about this quite recently.
Yeah, I mean,
they popped up, didn't they? And
they do crop up, and they attract like 3 figures. Like, they're so expensive for all these wrestlers. But the CM Punk one I had like the stars on it, and yeah, really, really nice. But yeah, putting that out of again, a blaster, blew my mind really. Last year within the Advent side of things, so I pulled an Alexa Bliss. It might be the year before actually. Alexa Bliss Auto Relic to 10. Again, out of a blaster. Sold that fairly quickly to help pay for a holiday. But yeah, could not believe it. Like, you just honestly, like, blasters back in the day, it's unbelievable. And Chalky's proven that point. Like, some of the stuff still in blasters is crazy. And then from last year's Advent, I pulled my very first 101, which ended up into Lloyd's PC. Randy Orton 101 printing plate relic. Again, yeah, just that feeling of putting out a 101 just can't be beaten, really, can it, to be honest?
You popped me yesterday when you hit my Rude 101. I was like, there you go, 101. It's always special when you do.
It really is. And then just also mentioned a Raz. So I won my Owen Hart autograph in a Raz.
Oh wow! Really?
Yeah. So this is like when obviously Facebook was doing Razzies for the first time, but that was kind of unbelievable, really. And actually, when you work out what that cost you as a Raz, so my Owen Hart auto from Superstars, I'm going to include as an honourable mention there because
definitely.
For me that is a pull being a Raz. So so that's it.
Cool. I'll do mine quickly. So at number 5, I'm going to go for Bron Breakker Rookie Auto from Select 2022. Again, pulled on the channel and then graded PSA 10. If you want to buy that, that is on my eBay. Number 4, I'm going for the B-hole spot, the famous B-hole spot.
What a night.
It was just a fun, like, memory almost, do you know what I mean? I got a Bret Hart auto, a Bobby Lashley auto, and then a load of other shit beginning with B. But it was just cool, do you know what I mean? I liked it. It was fun, the B-hole spot. Number 3, I'm going to go. So my first ever box of Slam Attacks Chrome. I did put it on my YouTube channel way back in 2021. I pulled a black to 10 thank you taker insert, which was kind of like my first big pull, I guess. And then it really helped the channel because the Card Foundation guys mentioned my video on their channel, and the video went from having like 50 views or something to having, you know, a good couple of hundred just off the back of that. So I'm forever grateful to those guys for mentioning it. And I think P-Bear called me like some British bloke or something like that. So yeah, it was just cool to be mentioned on there way back in the day, before I knew you guys. Number 2, I'm going to go for my first one of one pull on the channel, which was Chad Gable from Sam Attacks Chrome again. I was just really, really wanting to pull a Sam Attacks Chrome 101. So yeah, that was a big moment for me. And then number 1, it was on number 1 on my last one. It is the Big Boss Man auto again. So yeah, that is it from me.
Cool.
Nice. Cool.
It's nice when you can like relate stuff to like things that were going on like moments, milestones in your hobby. Like, it's so good.
Yeah, I mean, I could have like, obviously the cards I've pulled in 2024 are of more value than these ones, but the value doesn't outweigh the moment or the meaning or the reason that it's on there. So, right, time to Mega 5 it, yeah? No, not quite. Not quite.
15 is a Mega 5.
There you go, yeah.
A Mega...
Mega 45.
Mega 45.
Cool. That's about it then from us this week. For our final Christmas messages of today's show, friend of the show, Brian AI Lyons, myself, and my 2 sons, Ted and Lou.
Hey guys, it's your friend from Yankee Land, Brian Lyons. I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. Hopefully Santa gets everyone a 101 their stocking, at the very least a card where the wrestler's face looks like they're taking a dump. And also, Happy New Year. Hopefully if your New Year's resolution is to organize your collections for the 3rd year in a row like mine, you actually follow through on it. Alright guys, have a good one. Talk later. Bye.
Merry Christmas from Ted. Merry Christmas for you, Kurt.
Merry Christmas from Chris as well. Hope all the listeners have a great Christmas and a Happy New Year.
A Happy Christmas for you guys again.
Shall we say our goodbyes?
I think so.
Well, it's my time next time, isn't it?
It is.
The New Year show.
New year.
Brand new year.
2025.
I haven't thought really about the coffee break, but we normally do that on the day anyway.
On the fly, yeah.
So on the fly. So, I think what we decided really, we're going to review our predictions for 2024 on the 2025 episode, and give predictions for 2025. So the first half will be review last year, and the second half will be review next year. Well,
Predict that year.
The predict.
This year.
Predict. Review. Predicts that year. So, looking forward to it.
Sounds fun, yeah.
It'll be fun.
Cool. Jamie, plug us up.
Yeah. Right. As always, everybody, if you want to find us over on social media, we're in the Facebook group, as we mentioned earlier. So search for Squared Circle Relics Podcast on Facebook. Come see the back end of Advent, and come see the community we've got over on Facebook. If you want to come join the Card Tricks WhatsApp community, again, there's the Breaks channel, sales. We've got our own channel over there. There's raffles and all that kind of stuff. Again, there's a different mix of people over there, obviously, with different stuff. So join both. You get the best of both worlds, and you see different content in each. Like we mix it up quite a bit on there. Over on Instagram, you can find us. We're at SCR Pod on Instagram, and also over on X, we are SCR Pod there as well. But again, search for Squared Circle Relics on Google, and you'll find all the details there for that. As we mentioned earlier on, we have got our Billy CDO episode dropping between Christmas and New Year, so do look out for that. And again, do check out any of the past bonuses, breakdowns, anything else that we have put out over the last few weeks. There has been nearly half a dozen shows that we have put out over the last 2 and a bit weeks. So definitely check those out in between 64 and 65. I mean, a lot of us are going to have time off between Christmas, so definitely do check those out. And again, if you want to find me on social media, you can find me on Instagram. I'm at Jamie Stocker Insta on Instagram. So yeah, that's it for me.
Cool. As always, find me at Cambridge Trading Cards on YouTube and Instagram. No new content in the last 2 weeks on YouTube, but it's because I'm doing the pack every day. And as I said, that video should be available kind of Boxing Day. I will just say I'm getting very, very close to 600 subscribers now. So not too bad. And my latest video, the Raw is War video, is just past 500 views. So for me, I know that's not like crazy stuff, but for me, it's still good. I'm still happy with that.
Milestones.
Yeah, that's it. Definitely. Yeah, Dave, anything from you? Where can the people find you?
Generally, you can find me torturing Transformers fans on Facebook.
brutally trolling.
I've destroyed the Transformers community over the last 24 hours. I'm not
you
proud
brought
of
them up,
you,
and
though,
then you
like-
brought them down.
Yeah, I did.
To be fair to you, though, like they all got on your back, but it wasn't your fault, was it? It was the admins.
It was the admins
publishing it at a random point. Yeah.
At 1 o'clock in the morning, you know what I mean? But ultimately, I have driven a stake through their hearts, and they didn't like it. But it was very. I've kept you guys entertained through it.
Mate,
anyway,
like some of the responses, and then ultimately your responses to those ones, comedy gold, and like some of your stuff you're saying is great.
I think what makes me laugh is that this group had probably not many members joining on a daily basis, but in the span of 24 hours, I've had Lloydie turn up out of nowhere wondering if it's a troll. Then 4 of us all joining to read the comments. So I've had loads of people crop in and then what the hell's gone on in this group?
So for context, it was the story that I have posed on here that I went to obviously the director and the writer about a year ago that I had a couple of questions about, and I found apparently there's quite a big Facebook community which I didn't know about, and then I dropped it on there and their minds blew. It was quite hilarious, to be honest, to watch it all unfold. But
in 3 parts, that was several delayed, and they were losing their mind that they couldn't wait for each part.
Yeah, exactly. They were so patient. It was quite funny. So yeah, if I'm not torturing the Transformers community, I'm on SCR Pod on X and D_Lloydie on Instagram. Don't message me. That's it.
If someone messaged you Christmas Day, would you be happy with that?
No, because I know you. I hope you're going to message me on Christmas Day anyway.
No, not me.
But...
I mean, on Insta. If someone messaged you Merry Christmas would that make your day, would it?
That would make my day. So a random person who's listened to this show, who's never talked to me before, if you messaged me on Christmas Day saying Merry Christmas, Lloydie, that would make my millennia. And Jamie, you're going to get one of your friends to do it now.
No, I'm not. I'm not getting involved.
It's going to be awkward. Your brother will do it or something. It's going to be awkward.
Nah, I'm not getting involved with this.
But if someone does, it would be amazing. But it's never going to fucking happen, so don't worry about it. No. That's it. So, guys, cool. I ain't going to say it. You boys both say it together. It's Christmas.
Should we say it on 3?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Fuck John Cena.
Fuck John Cena.
Yeah, that fucking worked well. Fuck John Cena.